Good morning. It is George and Jess, and once again, it is time for Achieving Dreams with our friends from Profinium. And joining us in studio this morning, it is Jeremiah from Profinium. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks, George. Thanks, Jess, for having me on again.
You have had a fantastic year so far with Achieving Dreams. We've been lucky enough to be a part of a couple of the phone calls. You've done some stuff, too, in the surrounding area, specifically one I brought up with you that was featured on KEYC last week, and it was sending a woman who found out that she was now terminally ill. You were fulfilling the dream of sending her and her family to Paris. That had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, that was extremely exciting. It was good to be there and to be part of it all and really just bring her this joy that she's going to make some very lasting memories with her daughter and her husband in her in the next coming year.
It is.
It's so cool.
It was awesome.
You guys have done so many cool things. Big, huge impacts like that, small impacts, and just those little moments that let people know that there's someone out there who really cares about them.
And sometimes it's the smallest thing that can make the biggest difference,
yeah,
right? It really
we got
is.
to meet a really special woman at Fleet Farm, and we surprised her with a little Christmas shopping spree, and she was just overwhelmed.
It was awesome. It was. And again, we've been fortunate enough to be part of it here in the Mankato, North Mankato and surrounding area, but they've been doing this, Profinium has, all over southern Minnesota. So it's been a fantastic holiday season, and we're going to continue that this morning. Jess is going to read another nomination that we have.
This nomination comes in from a man named Kevin. He's nominating his wife, and he says, "My wife, Jean, comes from a close Catholic family with 11 kids. My wife is the youngest. When Jean was 8 weeks old, her father passed away, and her mother raised her and her siblings with little help. Her and her mom have been the closest because of this. Jean would call her mom every week to discuss anything from our kids, their accomplishments, troubles, advice, or just to see how she was. Last year, on December 22nd, 3 days before Christmas, her mom suddenly passed away. We rushed to the hospital in Marshall just in time to say goodbye. Needless to say, Christmas last year was not the same and never will be. Before Jean's mom died, she was struggling with her weight and was doing really well, losing unwanted pounds. She unfortunately gained the weight back and then some. She has said to me that she eats her feelings and hates herself for gaining the weight back. She's fallen into depression because of her mom's death and the weight gain. This has made it hard for her to sleep at night. 2018 has been the worst year. It's been hard on us and our kids, and this is why I nominate my wife. She needs a good start to the new year."
Oh, what a fantastic nomination. It really is, because he knows what it means to her, right, and how she's feeling. So, Jeremiah, again, I know you guys had a hard task of vetting literally hundreds of nominations. What made this one kind of stand out?
I mean, what made this one stand out is we've all known people with depression, and it's one of those very, very scary illnesses out there. And it's because those that don't have it, it's tough to understand. I mean,
right.
It's tough to get in that mindset of how can't you get out of your funk? How can't you, move past
Right.
things? So that struck a huge chord with us. Also, the weight loss thing, we know that's huge. I mean, me personally, you may not see it, but I used to weigh 70 pounds heavier than I am.
Right.
And so it took a lot.
I can't, honestly, now that you mentioned that, I can't imagine that. Looking at you. Seriously, you're fit. You're incredibly fit, and you run. And I mean, but it was probably a lot of work, and that can be depressing when you're heavy like that, right?
It was a lot of work. It was depressing. Clothes don't fit well. You always feel uncomfortable. So, I mean, I know what she's feeling. I know what it's like, and it is a lot of work.
It is.
It takes a lot.
It's a huge commitment.
And then if you have other things in your life that are going on, too, that are just pushing you down further, it's tough to get on that horse and, get out there and exercise, get out there and eat right, and things like that.
All right.
We're going to get Kevin on the phone. We're going to talk to him about his wife, and then we're going to give her a call.
All right. Let's go to the phone lines.
Hello.
Hi, is this Kevin?
This is.
Hey, Kevin. It's George and Jess from Country 103.5 and Jeremy from Profinium.
Hi.
How
Morning,
are
Kevin.
you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. We have been talking about Jean and the struggles that she's been going through this morning. And why don't you, before we get her on the phone to surprise her, why don't you tell us a little bit about your wife?
Jean comes from a Catholic family has 11 kids. Her mom is a saint. She is the youngest of the 11 kids, and her dad died when she was about 8 weeks old. She's very close to her mom, and would call her every week to see how she's doing, tell her about the kids and whatnot. And last year, on December 22nd, her mom passed away suddenly. We had a call at 11 o'clock at night. They said that she fell and she was raced to the hospital. So my wife got up, jumped out of bed, ran to her sister's house, made it to Marshall, where the hospital was, in time to say goodbye. Needless to say, Christmas wasn't the same without her. We always had Christmas at a community center where her mom planned it, and now it wasn't the same. This year we're going to be having it at our house to see if that works with everybody. But ever since then, Jean has been struggling with her emotions, her eating. Last year she was losing weight because she wanted to lose weight, and she lost 20 pounds before this all happened, and she gained all the weight back and plus some, so she's not happy about herself that way. She's been depressed about the whole thing, hasn't been sleeping well at all since last year, and it's just been a long, hard year, and this week's going to be really tough.
Yeah, it is going to be really tough. And we want you to know that we're thinking about you guys. And let's get Jean on the phone, and maybe we can help brighten her 2019.
I told her to pick up the call if she gets one from a strange number.
Good morning, this is Jean.
Hi, Jean. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. This is George and Jess from Country 103.5, and we are here with Jeremy from Profinium, and we also have your husband, Kevin, on the phone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
Good morning, Jean.
So
Morning.
Profinium has been doing a really great program all season long called Achieving Dreams Together, where people can nominate someone that they care about and let Profinium know something that could brighten their spirits and let the person that they're nominating know that they're thinking about them, that they love them, that they care about them. And Kevin nominated you, Jean, for Achieving Dreams. And so we are here this morning with a little surprise for you. But first, we would like Kevin, tell your wife why you nominated her and why she's so special to you and your family.
It's going to be hard. You are the rock of our family, and you think of everybody but yourself. And I know this year it's been really hard on you, losing your mom, and I needed to do something for you. Sorry, trying to hold back her tears. She knows me well. So I saw this and I thought of you, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to give you something that you would never get for yourself.
So Jean, we understand that you had some really great success with Profile by Sanford. And so Profinium wants to just help you start 2019 with something that's going to make you feel good and hopefully just really get you on the right track to just feeling better and having a great 2019. So they are going to cover the cost of the first quarter of Profile by Sanford for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you very much.
It's been a tough year. I was having a lot of success with Profile, and then I lost my mom. So it was I ate my sorrows away, and would love to get back on track.
Well, again, we can't thank Profinium enough for helping us out. People up at Profile, by the way, and they're going to help you. And we hope you stay in touch, and we want you to get better because we know how it can be, and it's a very real thing to deal with, especially that self-esteem issue. And you know what? You are wonderful, and you're beautiful, and your husband loves you, and this is going to be a chance for you to kind of improve your own perception of yourself in 2019.
Well, thank you.